of the Good Friday. As soon as it was day, the elders of the people, both chief priests and scribes, came together and led Jesus into their council, saying,
"If you are the Christ, tell us."
If I tell you, you will not believe. And if I also ask you, you will by no means answer me or let me go. Then the Son of Man will sit on the right hand of the power of God.
Then the Son of God?
You rightly say I am.
What more do we need? For we heard it ourselves from his own mouth.
Judas regretted what he did and returned the silver to the chief priest, saying, "I have sinned in betraying innocent blood." He went and hung himself, adding to his sins. The chief priest took the silver and bought it with the potter's field to bury strangers in. Then the whole multitude of them arose and led him to Pilate, and they began to accuse him, saying,
"We found this man corrupting the nation and forbidding to pay taxes to Caesar, saying that he himself is Christ, a king."
Are you the king of the Jews?
It is as you say.
I find no fault in this man. You take him and judge him according to your law.
It is not lawful for us to put anyone to death. He stirs up the people, teaching, beginning from Galilee to this place. When Pilate heard of Galilee, he asked,
Is the man from Galilee?
And as soon as he knew that Jesus Christ belonged to Herod's command, he sent him to Herod, who was also in Jerusalem at that time. Now when Herod saw Jesus, he was so very glad, for he had desired for a long time to see him, because he had heard many great things about him, and he hoped to see some miracle done by him. Then he questioned him with many words, but he answered him with nothing. And the chief priests and scribes stood and heatedly accused him. Then Herod with his men of war mocked him, dressed him in a gorgeous robe, and sent him back to Pilate. That very day, Pilate and Herod became friends with each other, for previously they were enemies. Third hour of Good Friday. Then Pilate, when he called together the chief priests, the rulers, and the people, said to him,
You have brought this man to me as one who misleads the people. And having examined him, I have found no fault in this man concerning those things which you say against him. No, neither did Herod. For I sent you back to him, and nothing deserving of death has been done by him. I will therefore punish him and release him.
Now at the feast, he was used to releasing one prisoner to them, whomever they requested. And there was one named Barabbas, who was chained with his fellow rebels. They had committed murder. Then the multitude, crying aloud, began to ask him to do just as he had always done for them. But Pilate answered them, saying,
Do you want me to release to you the king of the Jews?
For he knew that the chief priests had handed him over because of jealousy. But the chief priests stirred up the crowd, so that he would release Barabbas to them. Pilate answered and said to them again,
What then do you want me to do with him, whom you call the king of the Jews?
Crucify him!
Why? What evil has he done?
Crucify him!
You take him and crucify him, for I find no fault in him.
We have a law, and according to our law, he should die, because he made himself the Son of God.
Therefore, when Pilate heard that saying, he was more afraid, and went again into Capernaum and said to Jesus,
Where are you from?
but Jesus gave him no answer.
Are you not speaking to me? Do you not know that I have the power to crucify you and power to release you?
You could have no power at all against me unless I had given to you from above. Therefore, the one who delivered me to you has the greater sin.
From then on, Pilate tried to release him, but the Jews cried out, saying,
If you let this man go, you are not Caesar's friend. Whoever makes himself a king speaks against Caesar.
So Pilate, wanting to satisfy them, delivered Jesus to be crucified after Jesus was severely beaten. Then the soldiers led him away into the hall called Capernaum, and they called together the whole garrison, and they clothed him with purple, and they twisted a crown of thorns, put it on his head, and began to salute him.
Hail, King of the Jews!
Then they struck him on the head with a reed and spat on him. And bowing the knee, they worshipped him. And when they had mocked him, they took the purple off of him, put his own clothes on him, and led him out to crucify him. And they forced a certain man, Simon the Cyrenian, as he was coming out of the country and passing by, to bear his cross. And they brought him to the place Golgotha, which is translated place of a skull. Then they gave him wine mingled with myrrh to drink, but he did not take it. And when they crucified him, they divided his garments, casting lots for them to determine what every man should take. Now it was the 3rd hour, and they crucified him. The 6th hour of Good Friday. And the inscription of his accusations was written, "The King of the Jews." With him they also crucified 2 robbers, one on his right and the other on his left. So the scripture was fulfilled, which says, "And he was numbered with the sinners." And those who passed by cursed him, moving and shaking their heads, and saying,
Aha, you who destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself and come down from the cross. He saved others, let him save himself, if he is the Christ, the chosen of God. He saved others, himself he cannot save.
Let the Christ, the King of Israel, descend now from the cross, that we may see and believe.
Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do.
The soldiers also mocked him, coming and offering him sour wine, and saying,
If you are the king of the Jews, save yourself.
Then one of the criminals who were hanged on the cross next to Jesus mocked him, saying,
If you are the Christ, save yourself and us.
But the other criminal answering, blamed him, saying,
Do you not even fear God, seeing that you are under the same judgment? And we deserve the punishment for our bad actions, but this man has done nothing wrong. Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom.
Assuredly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise.
Now it was about the 6th hour, and there was darkness all over the earth until the 9th hour. 9th hour of Good Friday. And at the 9th hour the sun was darkened. After this, Jesus, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying,
Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani.
That is, my God, why have you forsaken me? Some of those who stood there, when they heard that, said,
This man is calling for Elijah. Let him alone. Let us see if Elijah will come to take him down.
I thirst.
Now a cup full of sour wine was sitting there, and they filled a sponge with sour wine, put it on a rod, and put it to his mouth. So when Jesus had received the sour wine, he said,
It is finished. Father, into your hands I commit my spirit.
And bowing his head, he gave up his spirit. The 11th hour of Good Friday. Therefore, because it was the preparation day, that the body should not remain on the cross on the Sabbath, for that Sabbath was a high day, the Jews asked Pilate that their legs might be broken, and that they might be taken away. Then the soldiers came and broke the legs of the first and of the other who was crucified with him. But when they had come to Jesus and saw that he was already dead, they did not break his leg. But one of the soldiers pierced his side with a spear, and right away blood and water came out. And he who has seen has witnessed, and his testimony is true. And he knows that he is telling the truth, so that you may believe. For these things were done, that the prophecies are all fulfilled. Not one of his bones shall be broken. And again, another scripture says, They shall look on him whom they pierced. Then the curtain of the temple was torn in two, from top to bottom, and the earth quaked, and the rocks were split, and the graves were opened, and many bodies of saints who had fallen asleep were raised, and came out of the graves after his resurrection. They went into the holy city and appeared to many. So when the Roman officers who stood opposite of him saw that he cried out like this and breathed his last, he said,
Truly this man was the Son of God.
There were also women looking on at a distance, including Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome, who also followed Jesus, and many other women who came up with him to Jerusalem. The 12th hour of Good Friday. Now when evening had come, there was a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who followed Jesus. This man went to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. Then Pilate ordered the soldiers to bring down Jesus' body from the cross and give Jesus' body to Joseph. When Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a clean linen cloth laid it on his new tomb, and Joseph rolled a large stone against the door of the tomb and left. Mary Magdalene was there, and the other Mary, sitting opposite the tomb. The woman never left Christ's side.